We put 10,000 QR codes in a football stadium. Here's what happened. Welcome to the QR Code podcast. Today, Simon from QR Code Stickers breaks down our project at Brighton and Hove Albion's Amex Stadium, how they produced and organized durable QR code stickers to streamline asset tracking, tighten safety checks, and deliver audit-ready compliance across every quadrant and floor.
Have you ever been to a massive football stadium and wondered how it all just works? How everything stays safe for tens of thousands of fans? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the Amex Stadium's secret weapon, a surprisingly simple QR code that manages a huge, complex world, making sure everything from fire doors to electrical panels is running perfectly.
I mean, seriously, just take a second to think about that. You've got a space that's basically a small city on game day. How on earth you keep track of everything? Every single fire door, every electrical panel, all that critical gear that keeps people safe. The scale of the problem is just mind-boggling.
For the Amex Stadium, this wasn't just some thought experiment. This was their real #1 challenge. They had to have a system that guaranteed two things, above all else: absolute safety for every single person inside, and a totally airtight way to prove every inspection and every repair was done.
And this number, 40,000, is exactly why the stakes are so ridiculously high. On match day, you have 40,000 people packed in, and every one of them is counting on thousands of hidden systems to work without a hitch. With a crowd this big, there is zero room for error. None.
So, where do they even start? Well, basically with organized chaos. All the information for every single piece of equipment across the entire stadium, every quadrant, floor, and room, was just sitting in one gigantic spreadsheet. The very first job, and it was a massive one, was to rationalize all that data, to turn a messy, endless list into a system that actually made sense.
And the key to solving this huge puzzle was something we all see every single day: the humble QR code. But this project used them in a really smart way, flipping the script from the usual on-site chaos to a model of incredible, pre-programmed precision.
Now here's what made this project a real head-scratcher. Normally, an engineer would just walk up to a piece of equipment, slap a QR sticker on it, scan it, and assign it right there on the spot. Easy. But for this job, they had to pre-program thousands of codes, each one already digitally linked to a specific quadrant, floor, and room before a single sticker ever left the box.
So, you see, the QR code itself isn't the magic here. It's better to think of it as a catalyst, or my favorite analogy for it, an asset's passport. When you scan it, you're not just getting a serial number, you're unlocking its entire life story. Every inspection report, all the maintenance records, compliance documents, even photos. It's the gateway to everything you need to know.
Okay, so how does this system actually work when an engineer is on the ground? And maybe more importantly, how does it keep all that sensitive data safe from the public?
For an authorized engineer, the process couldn't be simpler. You walk up to the AC unit or fire door you're inspecting, you pull out your device and scan the code with the official app, and boom, you instantly get its full history and can log your new report. No more typing in long serial numbers, no more human error.
Right, but that leads to a really interesting question, doesn't it? A lot of these stickers have to be in public areas, so what happens if a curious fan just decides to pull out their phone and scan one with their normal camera?
And this is where the genius of the system really kicks in. If you scan it with your phone, all you get is a simple reference number, something like S4-26-9. It's totally meaningless without any context. But when an engineer scans that exact same code with the authorized app, the app does the heavy lifting. It recognizes that number and pulls up the asset's entire passport. All the important data stays completely locked down and secure.
You know, a fancy digital system is totally useless if its physical connection point, the sticker itself, just peels off or gets destroyed, right? Well, an incredible amount of thought went into making sure these little labels could actually survive in a place like a public stadium. Each sticker is made from a super sticky, high-tack vinyl, and it has a protective laminate over the top. That makes them tough enough for an indoor panel or even an AC unit sitting outside in the rain. And here's a really clever little detail. They designed them with rounded corners. It seems small, but that tiny design choice stops the edges from peeling up or getting dog-eared when cleaning crews wipe them down or thousands of fans brush past them. And to make the massive job of putting all these stickers up manageable, they didn't just show up in one giant, confusing box. They were delivered on smaller, neatly organized rolls. So if your team was assigned to, say, the north area on floor 7, you got a specific role just for that location. It made the physical rollout just as logical as the digital system itself.
So the big takeaway here is that this technology isn't just a cool one-off project. This level of accountability, this kind of tech integration, is quickly becoming the new standard for the entire industry. For big venues, it's not even optional anymore.
And there are 4 huge reasons this is taking over. First, everyone already knows how to use a QR code. It's familiar. Second, it creates a bulletproof audit trail. You have absolute proof of what was done and when. Third, scanning completely gets rid of human error. And finally, clients are now demanding it. You pretty much need this tech just to be in the running for a contract. And honestly, this analogy just nails it. An estate agent has to be on a website like Rightmove because that's what customers expect. It's becoming the exact same thing in facilities management. If you're bidding on a big contract and you don't offer this level of tech, that's a massive mark against you. It's the new price of admission.
So, the next time you're at a game, or a concert, or even just walking through a big public building, take a second to look around. It kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other invisible systems, what other quiet little QR codes or sensors are working tirelessly behind the scenes to keep you safe?
That's a wrap. Huge thanks to Simon for a fascinating deep dive. Want QR codes that make compliance and audits easier? Head to qrcodestickers.co.uk and contact us today. QR code stickers, practical QR code solutions for real-world operations.